Mat Armstrong and his team has asked me to come up to HQ to sort out the new Ferrari that they just bought. The structure on the passenger side front is all damaged and my job is to put it back so they can put the panels back on it. Let's see what we can do. You might be able to tell, I'm already knackered, but Matt rang me, says, we've got a late one, we're in a big hurry, we need to get this done. I says, no problem, I'll be up to help. What's going on? So obviously this Ferrari's been in a big crash. My job, get it all square so they can put the panels on in the right places. I have a good look around everything first and make a good solid plan. I don't want to cut myself into a corner by chopping off something I might need to take a measurement from. The first thing I do is straighten up all the little bits of brackets that I can, so I can take measurements from them later. I feel like I spent half of my life cleaning aluminium. It has to be spotlessly clean or it will not weld. Now I've got the inside of the wing all put back together, I need to find the right place for it to go into. If the subframe isn't in the right place, the wing can't go on in the right place and the panel gaps will be wrong. As always, Mr. Jones has a camera stuck in my face. I'm still trying to get used to that. Again, I'm trying to mix and match the new parts with the old parts. Matt's bought us some new parts for the top structure and we need to match them to the same bolt holes as the old parts. Some of the old parts are still damaged, so if you straighten them out with a hammer, line up the holes and then weld them on. This bit's aluminium, this bit's steel. I did try to weld it together before I realised it was steel. So we're going to have to nut and bolt this because we don't have any rivets. So once we find the right size, that's the right size. There we go. These parts are interesting because it's a weird mix between steel and aluminium. I'm not sure why Ferrari have chosen to do this. A lot of other supercar manufacturers stick to the same metals in the same areas, but they know better than me, I guess. This bit here and this bit here are made from aluminium, but the bit in the middle is made from steel. Steel doesn't weld to aluminium, because that happens. I tried it earlier and that's when I found out it was steel. But what we've done instead is used nuts and bolts here, whereas Ferrari used these stamped rivets here. I don't have a machine that big, so I'm just going to use nuts and bolts. Plenty good enough for now. You can see it in my eyes. I'm still pretty fresh. There's some light left in my eyes there. It's about to change. I'm used to working in a cold workshop, so I bought my warmest hoodie with me. I forgot that Matt's got a nice big heater in his place, so I was absolutely cooking. Once I've got a tack on it, I can use the information I can collect from the driver's side of the car to transfer over to the passenger side of the car. I'm using this thing called a tram gauge. I can pick up all the different locations of holes, bolt holes, different features in the car and transfer it over. This part of the frame is the part that holds the wing in place. If we don't get this in the right place, all the panel gaps will be wrong. It attaches onto the chassis rail and we're going to get all of our measurements from the other side. The other side is a little bit mashed up, but it's in the right place. We know that goes there. We know that goes against here, like that. We know that goes on there. So you can tell that should be like that. And I'll make sure that hole's in the right place. And then we just need to fill that gap here between this. It's kind of close enough. I think they kind of weld it together and then pull it straight with wires and like straps.
Italian as well. Swaz it on.
Swaz it on?
Swaz it on. That's like an English thing. Like, do you say swaz in Ireland?
No.
Swaz.
No. We do everything properly. I like tram gauge.
Do you know how much this is?
I'd imagine, I'm going to guess, £342.
Pretty close. It's like, it's very expensive for what it is for a metal pole.
It's useful. Here, 165, 1650. From that point to the center of this rivet. So that gives us that arm out there. We know that is where that lives. But if we pick that up and put it in the middle of that rivet on the bottom right hand side of the, there we go. So now we've got our elevation here upwards. All we need to do is pull this arm into that point, push it down, and weld those 2 points together. We've got that straight then. We know that that is square. And then all I have to do is cut the tacks back here, rotate this arm this way to close that gap, and we've got it. Happy. We're not. It probably looks like we're making no progress here, but we're just doing all the scaffolding that goes on under the fancy bits. We're doing the foundations. So what I'm doing now is taking a measurement from the top of the bolt that is the same on the other side. Best I can get. From there to a reliable point on this press piece of aluminium, which is, I presume, a mirror of the other side. So take a measurement from there to that edge. The number is saying 594 to the top. Let's try and match that on the other side. It's fully metric. This is about there, right? And from there, I forgot the number. What was the number? That was so much easier than I was expecting. Right, now I have to try and forgot where I put my helmets. Again, I'm just taking some measurements from the other side of the car that is still straight and transferring them over to the passenger side of the car. We're trying to make sure that the back half of the inside of the structure is the correct height. Otherwise, the panel that goes on top won't match up. This is Tony, Matt's dad. We all know Tony. Tony's fascinated with welding. He's going to come do a welding lesson with me someday. He keeps saying anyway. Now all the welds are done, I'm going to buzz over them with this wire brush. It just brightens everything up and makes it look like I made no mistakes. Once that's clean, I'll just buzz around the rest of the bits and pieces that I might have missed. Just do a general weld check, make sure everything's 200%. We can't have this falling apart. The bottom structure of the bumper was an absolute pain in the arse. I could not get that thing straight. None of the bolt holes lined up with anything that we had. It was all such a mess. I couldn't figure it out. It took me hours and hours and hours just staring at it. I was trying loads of different things. But whenever we had, say, when we offered the bumper back up to it, all the bolt holes were out of alignment, but everything else seemed to work out. I don't know. We got there in the end, but it was a real headache. It was probably sleep deprivation. Now we're on to the driver's side of the car. It's a little bit bent up, but nothing too bad. All the bolt holes and stuff are in the right place, but the metal work is bent, so we're going to replace that. Now that we've got the passenger side all fixed in place and welded and strong, we can start taking measurements from the passenger side and try to transfer them back over to the driver's side where we originally got them. When I'm offering this up here, I can't get that part of the bracket back to the chassis. There's about that much of a gap. I don't want to pull it over too much and bend it. So I found the thing that's in the way, which is this bracket here, which has been riveted on. It's just in the wrong place. I'm going to put that out of the way, re-weld it in a different place after. Keep this straight, keep the chassis straight. Even Matt's trying to help me figure out this bumper situation. Half one, we've got that side done, we've got that side done, we've got to put the bumper mount thing on the front, then we've got to do a quarter, so it's going to be a late night, but we like that, it's fun. One thing Matt did point out, I put one of these lower bars, you see them coming down at an angle, I put one of those in slightly wrong. So I just had to cut it back out, move it over slightly, weld it back in again. It took about 20 minutes to fix, easy. Now it's time to get the radiators in. All the brackets have been snapped off the front of the chassis, so I need to get them in as close as I could and make new brackets for it. I've bolted the back of the radiator in. Now all I need to do is make this bracket here on the front. I don't have any fabrication equipment up at Matt's, so I just make do with what I have. I spent years making petrol tanks for motorbikes, so I have to make sure that these brackets look really, really good. No one's ever going to see them, but I'll know. I'm just shaping some stuff in now just to make it look good. Totally unnecessary, but as I said, I'll know it's there. So we use some Scotch-Brite to clean up all the edges before we weld them. You cannot weld aluminium unless it's spotlessly clean. We spend hours cleaning. Now that we've got all the structure done, this video was made a few weeks ago and the structure has all been finished, the car is finished, they even brought it around the racetrack with the old Stig. So if you want to watch that, please go watch Matt's video, it's in the description. Tired Bob is going to go have a shower now and teach another 12 hours of welding lessons. Wish him luck. Spoiler, I survived. So the Ferrari's all done now. We've got the front driver's side quarter, the passenger quarter, the rear quarter welded in the middle. All the fixtures done at the rear as well. And that's it. That's it. Fucking tired. 7 a.m. Brain damage levels of sleep deprivation. But we got there. It's got there. So hopefully.
And to make it worse, he's now going to go do 12 hours of teaching people how to weld after doing 12 hours of staying up all night to weld. That's working hard, fair play.
What's your favourite type of clamp, Paul?